I stared at the empty office chairs, still warm from yesterday's dreams, knowing my startup was dead before sunrise. Investors ghosted me, my team scattered, and all I had left was a bitter taste in my mouth and a floor covered in crumpled business plans. As I swept up the mess, humiliation stung worse than any loss. I had shouted my vision from rooftops, only to watch it collapse in silence. The world outside kept spinning, but inside, it felt like time had stopped just for me to feel the sting. Alone in the echoing space, I found myself replaying every decision, every risk, every late night fueled by cheap coffee and wild hope. The weight of failure pressed down hard, and for a moment, I wondered if I'd ever build anything again. But as I tossed another pile of shredded pride into the trash, a thought hit me: if I could survive this mess, maybe I could survive anything. Maybe all those mistakes weren't the end, they were the training ground I never knew I needed. With nothing left to lose, I started scribbling new ideas on the back of old receipts, letting the lessons of my failure shape every plan. I reached out to friends who'd watched me fall and asked for help, swallowing my ego and choosing humility over shame. Day by day, I rebuilt, not just a business, but a thicker skin and a clearer vision of what mattered. Instead of chasing applause, I focused on solving real problems for real people, letting grit replace the glamour I'd once craved. Looking back, I'm grateful for the wreckage, because it forced me to find out what I'm really made of. Success didn't come as a lucky break, it came as a choice to keep going when everything broke. If you're staring at the ashes of what you thought was your future, remember, the story isn't over. Sometimes, the greatest wins start when you're sweeping the floors of your biggest loss.